Welcome everyone to your special weekend reading for September the 7th to the 9th of 2018. So I did upload some previous videos for all 12 signs, but I had to remove them because I did mention that there will be a full moon in Virgo, but that's not the case. It's a new moon. So there's a big difference, and I didn't want to give out misinformation about the energies that you might be dealing with, but I'm going to attach this particular upload to the previous upload that I did. But if you do hear any reference regarding a full moon, don't pay attention to that, but pay attention to the energies that you might be dealing with when it comes to your romantic life, dealing with another person, either in a relationship, you're married, you're getting to know somebody, and you're trying to sift through the different scenarios, energies that you want to resolve. So that's going to be just a message, so just pay attention to that. I send you a lot of love, tons of healing vibes as well, and I hope that you enjoy the reading. Have a good one. All right. Welcome, Pisces, to your weekend special for September the 7th to the 9th of 2018. So I feel here that both of you might have an issue because of either goals, because of someone else being in the way, or the fact that both of you are very indecisive about committing with the connection. Sometimes this is completely turning around certain patterns, certain choices, certain decisions that you make spontaneously or sporadically, just out of the blue, where you have a knee-jerk response, the other person does as well, and that's constantly the issue that's going on. So always running into an obstacle, or someone is creating those things for themselves by the way that they respond energetically. Your love interest or current romantic partner could be an earth sign, doesn't have to be, but you have three women here first of all, and it could be three men. All right. And it could be flipped around in whatever aspect, but it affects you in some way. I feel there is an imbalance with the connection. Your love interest or partner may be someone who offers you money to stay with the connection, or they're staying with somebody that offers them money to stay with them. And this is someone who is often seeking out money. They either steal, they don't really rely on themselves to be independent or have a secure foundation, or they're not really able to give and share honestly and sincerely with you and with another person, and often hiding things, holding them to themselves, kind of hoarding what's available. So the joint connection between both of you, it's falling away. It's not unfolding in the right way, financially or physically. The physical attraction or the momentum, it's not very secure, so both of you might not really be spending time with one another. And even if you are, it seems like there's someone else in the picture, or someone else in your surrounding, that is causing friction with the connection. So it's like the unhappy wife, the unhappy boyfriend that is there. They're right next to each other, but they're constantly in conflict or competition, or just not really on the same page or agreeing on certain things. These are three older women, and they could have some kind of say-so in your marriage, whether these are friends or your current marriage partner, or others that say, for instance, your the daughter or your mother, your sister, or somebody who might affect you, even if it's your cousin or nephew. It just depends on who you might be dealing with. I feel both of you are trying to do your best to change your ways, your own personal happiness, being able to give and receive from another person. This could be your energy as well. When the Empress is in reverse, that means that sometimes you might even have an issue with a family member, someone that you're having to help out. Even if it's your love relationship partner, it's you that's giving, that's constantly giving and not receiving. The other way around as well, that could be happening with that particular person. That's why they could be stressed, because they're constantly trying to give, and you're not able to give back in some way and be kind and being generous. So that does lead to a lack of progress and growth with the connection. So I feel like part of what needs to happen is both of you are needing to, if this is somewhere that you stay, or relationship that you stay in, and it's not really growing, it's something that you need to move on from. It's something that you need to disconnect from, because it constantly causes trouble and emotional. It's nothing healing about it. It's nothing inspiring about the connection. You might feel it. You might feel that these things can change, and they very well could. But I feel right now that both of you are needing maybe some time apart, or just to get over past conflict that harsh words that have been said, and something that you might not be able to really let go so easily, or the other person. Even still, when I'm shuffling the cards and the Queen of Wands is popping out, I was going to clarify it, and I got the Chariot in reverse. That means that that particular person is so extreme that the words that they might say, or what they might be doing, or how they might be handling the connection, it causes a lot of friction or trouble with you and that particular person. So things don't move forward because they're angry, because either you have dealt with somebody else, you could have cheated, the other person could have cheated, there could just be some issues about someone else interfering completely. It doesn't have to be a female again, but I feel like there are some issues that that person might be holding on to, a grudge, resentment, or just their own energy where they're not happy with themselves and they constantly take it out on you, and that's part of the scenario that needs to be fixed. So look out for these particular people, or anyone that does cause you a lot of grief. Try not to be so frustrated by the words that might be said, because sometimes people say things that they don't mean, but first of all, they don't shouldn't say it. So I feel like that's part of what needs to change, and if these things are not changing, then these are to be equated into your situation to see whether or not this is something that you can forgive and go back to, or forgive, let go, and move on from. So that's part of the reevaluation process, either divorcing yourself from a marriage, letting that go in order for you to let some newer energy in. So that's what I feel is happening throughout the weekend. I'm dealing with someone who is having some inner issues potentially for some, and you might be dealing with these things as well. So lots of love to you, tons of healing vibes. I wish you the very best. You can always go to the website psychicloveheals.com to schedule something for your energy, as these are general. Okay, so much love and enjoy.